Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the channel. Happy to see you all here for episode number 8 of the best Blitz replays. My name is martindogger, as you will probably all know. And first things first, I have to apologize if this may seem as a bit of a deja vu. Because yes, it is again Castilla. Yes, it's again from Northern Spawn. Yes, it's again a tank destroyer. But this time it's the tier 8 Jagdpanther 2, one of the 3 German tank destroyers, and it's driven by Deft98 from IHP clan. And I've been sent a fair few good replays in tank destroyers lately, and some really good replays at Castilla as well. There's going to be another one at the end of the video in the Chieftain Mk.6. We're going to have another SU-122-54 replay on Middelburg, and a Type 59 as well on Fort Despair. So, if you're not a subscriber to the channel yet, please click that button below, subscribe to the channel, set your notifications, and you will never miss an update again. If you have replays you want to show me, please send them through my Discord or through email. I watch them all, or at least try to watch them all, time permitting. And as much as I want to include them all, there's just no time. I can't include all of the replays, even if I wanted to. Because you send me so much good stuff. Really, it's monumental the amount of crazy games I get. And all the replays you send me mean something to you, because otherwise you wouldn't send them to me. So yeah, no offense please. Don't be offended if I'm not showing yours. But keep sending them in anyway, because it gives me a hard time choosing, and that means that you will get the best Blitz replays on the channel here. In terms of best, look at this shot. There we go. Oh, lovely. Love it. 548, very slim shot, very narrow possibilities of hitting it, but Deft manages to hit that IS-5 anyways, and he brings him down to 24 hit points. And 24 is not a lot, it's more or less combat ineffective. That said, his team is, well, not in a really brilliant position. Deft is spotted, he rolls back, gets a bounce on a front plate, lovely stuff, has to be the mod 1 at 280 hit points. And the Centurion over there is not doing a bad job, actually, just going all down there and trying to put a little bit of shots into other tanks. And you can see the send already signaled affirmative. Deft got a bounce on the right hand side of his superstructure as well. The Jagdpanther is not really well armored, at least not in terms of thickness. It's sloped everywhere, so that increases the thickness of the tank, the effective thickness of the armor. But the team still has quite a bit of work to do, because in a second the WZ-110 is going down, and that means it is now a 2-on-5 with clearly IS-6, and that means it's a 2-on-4. And luckily Deft is full health. And luckily so is the Centurion. But when he decides to push and tries to push and maybe spot a few tanks, there is still the T-26E4 over there to the left. And that's annoying. But in a concerted effort they managed to get the T-26 down to 322 hit points. Ignore the hit from the back, you can survive that one. Then the super pushing bounces, and suddenly it is a 2-on-3. And that Vindicator shoots now. There is still an AMX-1390 left over there. Vindicator is burning, goes down to 55 health. AMX still available. Centurion clears the Vindicator, and Deft rolls in onto the AMX-1390. He had waited for him to go down in terms of hit points to be a one-shot, and it's just now the mod 1 left. And people complain a lot about random teams, about noob teams, about public games, and I know it can be really annoying if your team does not perform as you wish. But if you keep doing the things that matter in the game, picking the right targets, shooting the right targets, and supporting the team, you can work really well together. And if you look at the result screens over here, that's nearly 4k damage for Deft, Pulse Medal, Sniper, but 2.5 as well, plus 1 kill for the Centurion. And of course it's annoying to not have picked up the Resenia medal, but the Centurion played very well, so hats off to him, and well deserved kill. Deft, congratulations on the mastery, and thank you very much for sending that replay in. And we're gonna stay on tier 8, but we're switching tanks. Prof Raptor 13 takes us in the Type 59 to Fort Despair. As you can see, it's again a top tier game, and well, yeah, just a little bit of salt in the chat, just a little bit some envy on Wallet Warriors. What's wrong with having one? What's wrong with buying premium tanks? Well, according to the AMX 1375, it means you suck. Smiley face, smiley face. Well, he can then keep typing to his heart's content. There's a Type 59 there, a T95E2, there is an FV201 on greens as well, so yeah, happy days. Great shot in the beginning by Prof Raptor, I'm gonna call him Prof now. Great shot by Prof using HE on that Bulldog, getting a lovely 347 roll. He wants to do it again, but that one only does a bit of splash damage. Would have been better off maybe trying to go to AP and then getting a full roll. But all in all, lovely use of HE. If you want to know how to use HE properly, have a look at my full guide. I've published that about, I think, a week ago. Was well received, well viewed as well. So do check that one out if you want to know how to use HE properly in World of Tanks Blitz. You can also use things like APCR on the lower plate of that VK4502A. But this guy AMX 5100, just why? Why are you doing that? Again, love the HE shot. But back to the AMX, why would you do that? You're coming out sideways. You've got no armor to speak of against the guns that are facing you. I mean, it's a VK. There is AMX 1375 still left. The Bulldog was still left. We had the boss, but he was down. Why go in like that? The VK luckily is decidedly undecisive on what tank he wants to shoot. He tries to shoot Prof, but he bounces. But now Prof is in a bit of a pickle. There's an AMX 1375 rolling in. He misses one shot. The VK doesn't, the AMX doesn't, and the AMX doesn't miss again. And it means that suddenly Prof is down to 254 hit points. And he has to face off two tanks in front of him. And has to worry about his left flank as well. So he's going to play it slow. Going to shoot the AMX one more time. Going to bounce a shot. Wiggle, wiggle. Going to bounce again. And that means the AMX has wasted his clip. Did not manage to clear Prof. And is down to 259 hit points. GG. Get wrecked. I mean, just why? He went in like that, almost guns blazing, and yeah, the Jagdpanther gets taken out by the ISU-152, and the T-43 takes out the T-95E2, but the ISU now takes out the AMX. Fuck you, dude. Just why? Why did you press so really hard? If you want to go in like that with an autoloader, you should have gone around straight away. You should have gone onto Prof Raptor and take him out with the clip and then run off again, not stay there. You got hammered for it. Wasn't the best choice to make. Sorry. But the salt in chat will still remain. Lovely shot. Lovely shot there. Really well played, Prof Raptor. If scroll that back again, mute my sound and take a look at what he's doing. He's keeping an eye on the minimap. He knows he will be able to have a few shots on tanks that would come out of the ruined area. And the T-28 Proto got bloodthirsty as well. He was unaware or oblivious to the fact that Prof Raptor was here. But yeah, he manages to clear the tank, and that was great stuff. And Prof is still not done. Because his team has the tank advantage, or more so had the tank advantage. He misses a shot on the T-43, that's unfortunate. And now they have to deal with a fairly healthy T-43, an ISU-152 with a very big gun. And although you've got 1160 hit points, once an ISU hits you, then your hit points can vanish very quickly. And an FV201 has got a fast rate of fire, especially with adrenaline, but you can see that ISU-152 has popped the adrenaline as well. So Prof Raptor decides to make a dash for it, lock on, get him down to 85 hit points. But now, what to do? Can I clear one of those tanks? Can't shoot the T-43, he is coming in. Have to risk it all, there we go. Oh, he bounces! But the ISU-152 decides to shoot HE, so he catches it on the gun barrel. And that's more HE coming in. only on the track. Shoots the T-43. Going forward again, more HE from the T-43 on the front plate. No, 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 no. Oh, ISU misses. Come on, mate, can you clear one tank? Yes, he does. The ISU is down, and that means he now has to work this T-43, who has a dead driver and is not shooting. So could it be that the T-43 is actually out of ammunition? I can't understand why you would grow out of ammunition if you've done only 2 kills. But yes, Mk.6 confirms the T-43 is out of skills, and that means we can count down now to 0, and then boom, T-43 gone. 3 kills for Prof Raptor 13, 4.1k damage, 2100 blocked, and a really lovely clutch finish with some added salts from the AMX 1375. Great play, Prof Raptor 13. Thank you very much for sending that replay in. I really enjoyed watching it. At the beginning I was a bit slow paced and I was thinking, right, what's going to happen? What's going to be special on this one except for the mastery? Well, I think the end really showed that this was a game worthy of putting into the best Blitz replay. So again, thank you very much for sending it in. And the third match today takes us to Middelburg. Again, an SU 12254 game, and again, this is on Middelburg. And like the last game in this replay, it's going to be slow paced at the beginning. Basil_PO, which I'm going to name Basil now, he wants to go into the town area with the SU 12254. He's decidedly top tier, as you can see, 3 tier 9 tanks on both teams, the rest is tier 8. And his team is splitting up. 3 tanks are going up, 4 tanks are down into the town area. There are tanks pushing towards the cap area. There's no one spotted on the left yet. And you can almost feel the tension and the patience, and you can almost hear Basil thinking, right, there's no one here. Let's bugger off, let's try to help our team. The heavy's popping up on the flank as well, which pretty much means that the entire red team is on top. And the first minute has seen nothing done in terms of tanks shot at by Basil, except for his medium, the Type 61, going down against the WZ-120, which is unfortunate. Because this tank, the SU 12254, has got really good DPM, has got a monster gun and excellent mobility, and he misses the first shot as well. That's unfortunate, trying to do a no-scope, but he misses. And his team is bleeding. You can see it's a 3 on 4, 5. No, it's a 4 on 4 at the moment on top. But the PTA is down now as well against an E75. That's an annoying target, and that's a full health E75 still left. Hello, WZ. Oh, straight through the front plate, off the turret. Nice shot, 408. Bit of a lowish roll, or maybe average roll. You would have wanted to see more if you are already 2 tanks down. And Basil can't really seem to make his mind up here. Which tank are you going to shoot? He's going to shoot the T69. Gets a bounce from the Leopard. I think I would have shot the AMX really to clear a tank, but yeah, he decides to shoot the T69 anyways and clears him with the second shot. So he's on 1 kill, 855 hit points, 855 damage done, 460 blocked, but he's got a lot more to do. Because it's a 1 on 2 now, and it becomes a 1 on 3 in terms of tank skill when the Batchet clears the AMX CDC. So Basil decides to go in, charge this Jagdpanther 2, ram him, shoot him, pop the adrenaline, because he knows now he will be able to out DPM this Jagdpanther 2, and he clears 1 tank, making it a 2 on 5. And that's a lot better than a 2 on 6. But you can see the IS-6 is in all kinds of trouble. And he's at 119 hit points left, 116 hit points left, and he gets killed by the E75. While Basil manages to kill the Batchet, he can now go in on the AMX, gets shot in the right side of his tank, and then he moves in for the ram. Oh, he gets stuck on that tank, that's annoying. But luckily you've got good traverse numbers on your SU 12254. You can kill the AMX, making it a 1 on 3. Hello IS5, thank you very much for showing up. Rams you for 152. I think it was actually HE from the E75. Load the heat, load the heat. Oh, just misses that one. But luckily the IS5 thinks, right, that was good play. I'm gonna miss as well. There we go. There we go. God. And that shot goes in on the E75, clears that tank, manages to put a lovely roll into the IS-5. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle much, get a bounce, clear the IS-5, and then making it a 1-on-1. But there's a lot of hit points to chew through. 222 from the WZ-120. Gets a low roll, 377. He's at 89 hit points left, and the WZ is thinking, right, I'm just going to shoot him in the tracks and I'm just going to track him. Why not push in? If the WZ had decided to push in, he would have won this one for sure. Lovely track shot, lovely track shot. A great track shot on the WZ by putting him in place then. And yet another shot left on 5 hit points. 89 for Bezel. Can you make it, mate? Yes, thank you, Lord of Jesus. Thank you for yet another track shot and another bounce. And I can clear this WZ-120 for the last 5 hit points and the Resenii medal in the SU-122-54. Thank you very much for sending that one in, Basil. Great game played, 5.1k damage. Top Gun high caliber Resenii steel wall, 1460 base XP. And a bit of luck. Of course, you can't deny that. But well played by wiggling and target prioritization and going in balls deep YOLO mode Rambo style, guns blazing against the Jagdpanther. Thank you very much, Basil, in the SU-122-54. And we make a return to Castilla for the last match of this video, and it's going to be Legolas Sheik from W4RO clan in a Chieftain Mk.6, that enriched tier 10 British heavy tank. And this, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, is a bit of a masterclass of hold-on tanking and making it fairly impossible, nearly impossible for the Reds to shoot with you. Legolas is going to park his tank on the hill area of Castilla in such a way that the Reds have got no shots on him whatsoever. Well, they do have a shot, but it's only on red bits, and it's going to be very apparent in just a few seconds. Just watch, just watch. This is epic. He's going to pop, he's going to spot his first target there. Hello there, Star, I can shoot you once. There we go. 376. Reposition ever so slightly. There we go. And another shot, just a bit more gun pressure. We can poke that one in. Block 930, pop adrenaline and get another shot in on the Death Star. Track him in place as well. He repairs quickly, that means his repair pack is gone as well. And there were already 3 tanks on that position that were keen to get shots in on any tank that would pop him. But you can see Legolas is not giving them anything. Yes, he fired again the Death Star. There's 2 shots fired, one of them blocked, and he's down to 279 hit points. Back to premium ammo again, 2.4k damage done, and still not a single hit point lost. 930 blocked as well. But there's a lot more to do. There really is a lot more to do. Hello Grill, can I shoot you? Of course we can. HE into him, 547, 563, and the Grill is down to 695 hit points. I'm not sure what he was doing there. I was sure what he was doing there. That's a good position to sit and to snipe. But if you spot it, you have to go down as quickly as possible. That's a Jagdpanther 100. Quickly switching the ammunition as well by Legolas. If you don't know how to do that, go into the settings menu, go to the other tab, and remember to switch it to keep it open once you've selected ammo. But you can also see the flank is being pushed. Legolas quickly looks around. Am I in danger? Are there tanks available that can shoot me? Yes, I'm spotted, so I am not sitting still. I'm not going to make it easy for the Reds to shoot me. Yet another shot into the Jagdpanther E100, and it's becoming a 3-on-6. The Jagdpanther gets double tapped. Adrenaline rolling in, ignore the AMX, I want to get that shot in, and you can see again he wasn't exposing a lot. Yes, he gets shot by the AMX 50B, but that's the first shot he's taken, and he's already done 4.6k damage. This is a masterclass in DPM trading and hold down tanking and positioning yourself. And that AMX knows what is going to happen, so he has to roll in, he's fired once, twice, and there's a third shot. And that means that the AMX 50B is now in a world of trouble. There we go, HE, lowish roll actually. But yeah, we can bump into him, we can take 128, check HE, penetration on the turret. It's not available, so we're going to switch back to APCR. And Legolas is still held down and he knows that Object 140 is coming. So yeah, gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Shooting the E100 again through the lower plate. E100 hasn't got the big gun, but can still be a bit of a nasty tank for you. Oh, nice shot, yeah, on the top of that lookout bar. Hello, Grill. I've got hash. 7.2k damage, and it's a 2-on-2 now. But Legolas is now in a bit of a problems. No, he's not. He can kill the leopard one. He's low on hit points, and he's lost nearly 2k hit points. But when you can do 7.6k in return, that's well worth taking the shots in my book. Big mastery. Top gun, high caliber, Redley Walter, 7.6k damage, 1857 base XP. Thank you very much for sending that one in, Legolas. I really enjoyed that one. That's it for today, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe. I thank you very much for watching. If you have replays, please send them in through email or Discord. Links are in the description below. And as always, cheers, happy tanking, and I'll see you all on the next one.